Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the London Business School 2019 Congregation Ceremony, where today we will honour the participants of the Masters in Finance, the Sloan and the MBA programmes. The Honourable Apurv Bagri, Chairman of the governing body.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good morning and an official welcome. As chairman of the governing body, it is a privilege to welcome you to Congregation for London Business School. And as you prepare to walk across the stage to collect your degrees, I know you feel a great sense of pride in what you have achieved. But I too feel a great sense of pride in the school and what it has achieved. We have come a long, long way in 55 years, from a small British business school to a consistently ranked world leader in research and business education. From humble beginnings with 37 students, we are today a school of 2,200 across many degree programs. And we are one of the few truly global business schools with a presence in all the world's major financial centers. Our global footprint is vast, and so too is the profound impact that we have on the way the world does business and on the way business impacts the world. You are our global ambassadors, and it is through you and your accomplishments that London Business School will leave its mark on the world. And you know, wherever I travel, I'm constantly told by those I meet how London Business School has transformed their lives. And I very much hope that this will be the case for all of you as well. But if it is, I ask you for one thing in return. Help us, through your generosity, support and transform the life of someone else who can benefit from the extraordinary education that we give at London Business School. For if we truly believe in our mission and the values of this school, then all of us in this room, all of us, and beyond it, have a responsibility to ensure that this is possible for generations to come. And speaking of this transformational journey, be proud of what you have accomplished in your time with us, but also be humble before the incredible achievements of others. Our world relies upon mutual respect and tolerance. And as the beneficiaries of a privileged education, we all have a duty of leadership. But with it, we also have the obligation of character. And the most important thing to remember is that both of these are the sum of many individual decisions. Character may be manifested in the great moments, but it is always made in the small ones. So, I wish you all well as you confront all that lies ahead in your careers. Many, many congratulations for all that you have achieved and all that you will go on to achieve. And it now gives me great, great pleasure to introduce our 9th Dean at London Business School. Please join me in welcoming to the stage our Dean, François Ortalo-Magné. François.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for commencing our proceedings for us. And please allow me to take this opportunity with all of us here assembled to thank you for your leadership of our school. Dear governors, dear colleagues, dear honorees, dear graduates, dear family, friends, and guests. Today we are assembled to celebrate a significant milestone in the journey of our graduates and in the life of our school. Today we are celebrating their passage from student to alumni. The student journey ends, the alumni journey begins. Graduates, we all know the student journey was not one you embarked upon on your own. Allow me here, as we start, to express our utmost gratitude to your families and friends who prepared you to join our school and supported you along the way. And so, graduates, if you would please stand and turn around and join me in a round of applause in thanking your family and friends. Class of 2019, you have been a wonderful class, and we will not forget you. You supported one another in launching or growing so many entrepreneurial ventures. We are rooting for you. The world needs many of your startups to be successful, and I can't wait to receive more of my ocean bottles. You confronted yourself to the unfamiliar and lent your expertise around the world within the context of our global business immersions. In Udaipur, India, I was so impressed by the impact of combining your energy with the business acumen of our alumni and the research of our faculty and our PhD students. And here in London and in Dubai, you organize outstanding events. Like classes before you, you raised the bar for the next classes. You invited some of the top world business leaders to stop by our iconic Samiofa Center and spend time with you. What used to be the Social Impact Conference became the Social Impact Week. And the Eurout Conference broke records with its expanded career fair. And then there was Tattoo, the biggest ever. For those of you who don't know, Tattoo is a highlight of our student social calendar. Imagine a stage set in the main courtyard of our school with students from around the world showcasing their talents and their culture. Imagine our dining rooms and our front lawn, full of food stands offering cuisines from the many countries representing our student body. My wife Sandra and I were honored to meet so many of you that evening under such wonderful circumstances, including a wonderful light show that really made our historical Radcliffe building shine in all its splendor. In many ways, Tattoo is a striking example of the best of who we are as a global community that relishes its diversity and enjoys having fun together. We will also remember you as a class who contributed so much not only to the life of the school, but also to the business of the school. Thank you for your help in relaunching our brand. Thank you for your help with the marketing research. Thank you for your help with the new visual identity, with all the photos and the videos you are leaving behind. Powerful symbols of your engagement with the school all along your student journey. Today, we turn a page in your journey. You are graduating. You're no longer a member of Student Association, and so yes, no more tuition to pay. But that means no more free beer or beers on Thursdays. Not to worry. Our alumni clubs all around the world are waiting for you, ready to open up and welcome you with open arms. I hear that in London, there is a standing invitation for the first Friday of every month. There are, of course, bigger changes occurring. With your graduation, we are handing back to you the full control of your learning journey. During your degree program, we prescribed classes, we advised on co-curricular activities. More fundamentally, for your LBS education, we assembled a community of outstanding and diverse individuals, and then we created spaces to help you engage with one another and to help you discover new perspectives. And with that, we created opportunities for you to reflect on what you are learning, to reflect on who you are becoming. Now that you are back in control, What will you do to maintain the diversity of your environment, the diversity of the information that reaches you, the diversity of the people you encounter? And how will you choose to engage with that diversity and make the most of it? And what times will you set aside to reflect? To reflect on what's happening around you, to reflect on what's happening within you. And allow me to be more concrete with this. For example, next week, what time have you set up to reflect on what's happening this week? As a school, we are committed to be for you not just a time in your life when you acquire the degree, but a community and a space. A trusted community, a trusted space where you will always be welcome to encounter diverse individuals and perspectives, to engage and connect with one another and the whole of our alumni family. As your new role as alumni, we are counting on you. We are counting on you to help us inspire and support new generations of LBS students and alumni. And so please, send us your colleagues, send us your friends. And don't hesitate to send us your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, your spouses, your partners. We love graduating family members. And I love the fact that we are graduating some family members today, and we did the same yesterday. We know you are our most convincing, you are our most irresistible advocates. We count on you to join in with the many alumni who give their time, their resources, and their reputation. Do not underestimate the power of your participation in our community. Every contribution matters. Every contribution inspires more contributions. And so today, as we celebrate your graduation, I want to celebrate with you a special gift you have helped inspire. You are graduates, and you as well, colleagues and governors. Following his MBA at London Business School, Kumar Mangalan Birla became chairman of the Aditya Birla Group, one of the largest and most successful family conglomerates in India. Kumar is asking us to join him in honoring the legacy of his grandfather, Basan Kumar Birla, known by many as BK Birla. BK Birla passed away recently. He was most appreciated for the way he leveraged his success as an industrialist in order to empower social progress in India and beyond. BK Birla has long been a role model for many in India. He will now become an inspiring figure for generations of LBS students. Indeed, Kumar has committed an extraordinary gift of £15 million in honor of his grandfather, BK, to support in perpetuity 10 scholarships for the very best of our MBA students. And so I would ask that you please join me in a round of applause in honor of BK Birla and in gratitude for his grandson and LBS alumnus, Kumar Birla. Thank you. Graduates of 2019, thank you for the wonderful memories you have created. Congratulations on your achievements, and welcome into the LBS alumni family. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the name of the governing body, I have the honour to present the following graduates, the Sloan Masters in Leadership and Strategy programme at London Business School. Nawaf Badr Arifi. Mohammed Ben Shafi. Servan Boni. Vinay Chandurka. Mary Pessoa. Varlam Ebanouzi. Andrea Angel. Fernando Evele. Paul Martin Fagan. Carrie Jane Fletcher. Shona Gay Fuller Clark. Jeremy Gelber. Walking on behalf of our late friend and fellow graduate is his daughter Eleanor. Banu Prakash Venkata Subramanya Gantasala. Vinicius Guterres Karam. Christian Marie Hallström. Lisa Helfer. Yoshi Inuzuka. K.S. Jong. Manik Karan. Lee Kelm. Faisal Kokar. Tatatsunusuki Kondo. Suman Kwan. Andrew Law. Jongwoo Lee. Gohar Eve Laputian. Hamish McClellan. Christian Maestrani. Yatish Gopendranath Marishi. Gaurav Mishra. Anurag Munshi. Mohammed Rafiq Nadif. Jerome Ikechukwu Okolo. Shumit Paul Chowdhury. Natalia Podolska. Marcelo Rufino Arsenio de Souza Santos. Charles Deluso. Ishmael Saidijon. Alexander Simiyaka. Mohammed Siddiqui. Sayu Sinha. Philip Slaughter. Marcelo Maya. Catherine Warren. Kristen Weldon. Kazuhito Yamamoto. Yen Yang. Rizana Zita. Please join me in congratulating the LBS Sloan class of 2018.
It is my pleasure to present a London Business School Honorary Fellowship to Dame Elizabeth Corley. Dame Elizabeth is an influential figure in the asset management industry and an inspiration to us all. She started her career as a temporary employee at Sun Alliance. She left as a deputy head of broker sales for the UK. Until recently, Dame Elizabeth served as the chief executive of Alliance Global Investors. Dame Elizabeth has been awarded many prizes, too many to mention in this short speech, recognizing her as a leader in the asset management industry, and just a few months ago, damehood for her contribution to financial services. You would be interested to know that Dame Elizabeth has been heading a government task force for impact investing. She is a champion of responsible capitalism and a leading advocate of social impact investing. London Business School also benefits from Dame Elizabeth's insight. She's on the advisory council of our AQR Asset Management Institute. Many of you know Dame Elizabeth Corley as a senior leader in the financial services industry, but you may not know that she's also a prolific crime fiction writer. She was on the short list for the 2008 Dagger in the Library Award. And by the way, her most well-known crime book series is Detective Chief Inspector Andrew Fenwick. Please join me in welcoming Dame Elizabeth Corley.
By the authority of the governing body of London Business School, I have the honor to confer the title of Fellow on Dame Elizabeth Corley.
So, good morning, everybody. Unlike those of you who've already come up and those that will follow, I've done very little to deserve this. You've done all the great work, and it was such a privilege to see so many scholars in a room. I'm always struck by the fundamental purpose of the London Business School, which is to have a profound impact on the way in which business is done around the world. And as the chairman said in his opening remarks, that impact is you. You are the people. You are the future leadership and current leadership of the business world who will shape the way in which we are viewed by history, by prosperity, and today by society. And in addition to the great words of advice from the chairman and the dean, I'd like to give you two thoughts to take away. Number one, you are extraordinary people, but remain humble and with humility, that constant desire to continue learning and for self-reflection. It will stand you so well in your future leadership. And the second thought to take with you is more difficult, but it's one that, as a chief executive, I can tell you is invaluable. Have the courage, confidence, and determination to speak truth to power. If you see things happening within your organizations, even if it's difficult, raise those points. You are culture carriers, not just for your organizations, but for the school now. So if you stand by, it is an acknowledgement that what's happening is acceptable. A very wise person said to me, ignorance, ignoring it, becomes endorsement in retrospect. So please do remember the responsibility you have. You are wonderful people. You leave with tremendous potential ahead of you, but you are also the future of business around the world. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Congratulations, graduates, and congratulations, families. And congratulations to Herminia Ibarra, who is this year's Excellence in Teaching Award winner. It is my distinct honor to introduce Herminia for this award. She is a friend, she is a mentor, and she's one of my most distinguished colleagues in the Organizational Behaviour group. This teaching award is really unique in that this is an award that is given by faculty to one of their colleagues. And to all of the students here, if you ever thought we had high standards for you, imagine how we see each other. So that is why it is such an indelible honor to present this award to Herminia. Herminia is universally admired by the faculty at London Business School, by the students, executives, and Sloans who have had her in the classroom. She is most admired for her very unique ability to translate decades of exceptional scholarship into insights that help people not just understand who they are, but identify who they want to be, and then know practically how do they do the identity work to get where they want to go. In the letters that nominated her, the faculty, all of whom had won their own teaching awards, said that Herminia was life-changing as a teaching collaborator. They highlighted that the teaching programs, the cases, and the knowledge that they were creating could not have been possible without Herminia's guidance, mentorship, and influence. The letters also celebrated one thing that is particularly unique about Herminia, which is that she has quite literally written the book for the whole world to follow on how to reshape the way we engage with issues of diversity in organizations. She hasn't just written that book, but she's created the first and the most groundbreaking program for women in leadership at a business school in the world. It's the only program that doesn't say, how can we fix the women? It's the only program that instead highlights that it's organizations that need to do a lot of the work. And so it creates the context and the opportunity for women and their organizations to work together to overcome the challenges of gender and leadership that do exist. Most of all, the thing that distinguishes Herminia is that she makes you believe you can do things you never thought you could do, and then she actually helps you navigate the path to getting them done. And therefore, for her intellectual rigor, her passionate curiosity, and her inspirational mentorship to both students and faculty alike, it's my honor to congratulate Herminia on receiving the Excellence in Teaching Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the name of the governing body, I have the honour to present the following graduates of the Masters in Finance programme at London Business School. Garima Agrawal. Maria Belen Ahumada. Amna Abdul Sattar Rashid. Nora Algoblan. Amal Alili. Rawan Al-Jamawi. Juan Ignacio Almalsar. Ahmad Al-Sadi. Lulu Al-Tawil. Sohit Singh Anand. Shira Ashwini Kumar. Aijan Atrabayeva. Amor Aydin. Pradeep Reddy Badam. Ekaterina Belomutskaya. Megan Farrell Bethel. Arpita Barbera. Ali Al-Ansari. Reto Bruna. Niall Burke. Isaac Cabezas. Pedro Cabrera Nassar. Miguel Oluwaseun Cardoso. Adriana Castro de la Torre. Carlos Catano. Jae Hyuk Cho. Sangwon Chu. Felipe Clavijo Ramirez. Stephen Cooper. Claire Corbett. Dario Crolla. Alice Dye. Yi Lan Deng. Olubisola Denloye. Dario Di Lorenzo. Yue Dong. Sebastian Eck. Taifur Ecken. Jakob Krivet. Carlos Espinoza. Jordi Esteve. Mario Ferren. Rory Francis Fletcher. Tamara Lily Fournier Marcin. Ting Ting Fu. Shigeo Fujioka. Vidushi Garg. Juan Pablo Garmendia. Guido Gasparini. Aditya Gore. Alessandro Giudice, Tajeshwar Goyal, Pierre Grogoja, Nitant Gupta, Christoph Haas, Chen Jianghan, Antonia Artono, Rong Fei Hu, Teresa Huang, Norman Frederick Huber, Ankit Jain, Walid Jalech, Jenny Zhang, Mewish Amanullah Jangda, Su Yeonjun, Ning Kung, Abhishek Kashyap, Abhishek Kashyap, Kentaro Katayama, Koichiro Kimura, Nicholas Carides, Veronika Alexandrova Koikova, Andrei Krasnov, Shailaja Krishnamurthy, Andrei Kulikov, Jansu Kosh, Sarah King Wai Kwok, Min Young Lee, Marus Lepeshka, Yi Li, Zhao Cheng Li, Wei Ran Lin, Ijua Lin, Cicely Yue Liu, Meng Di Liu, Sha Liu, Richard Joachim Lustig, Munesh Kumar Maheshwari, Geronimo Mansuti Silva, Christoph Meyer, Malcolm McLean, Edward Melling, Heidi Main, Jun Hong Min, Omar Miranda, Luis Felipe Morales Fernandez, Miguel Morales Yanez. Hiroki Nagami. Manikandan Nanapan Padmanaban. Kweku Norte. Ali Osman. Yatish Patel. Thomas Peaty. Apichaya Piapinho. Felipe Plata. Alex Tian Luanpun. Indethewe Ponamasari. Jared Quilligan. Shashank Rawat. Maureen Richard. Eduardo Riera. Juan Carlos Rodriguez Arguelles. Daniel Rojas Pineda. Dmitry Rudensov. Michael Ryan. Karolina Rybacka. Anna Simonson. Sofia Victoria Sanchez Medina. Nikhil Sandia. Oscar Habib Soraya Yan. Rifat Sebasili. Vasilis Sianakis. Zhang Hosu. Prashant Seth. Rosemary Shanahan. Angela Sien Huishi. Daniel Igor Siqueira Barbosa Montero. Larissa Skark. Hector Soto. Idan Suan. Tian Suan. Animesh Swain. Nicolo Tamburi. Meng Zhao Tang. Yoshikazu Taniguchi. James Tasker. Shmin Teo. Tanya Pontanomklin. Raymond Hien King T. Mikhail Tchaikovsky. Peter Maximilian Matthias Trees. Amaka Yukawa. Monica Isabel Aldez Zauna. Pedro Enrique Valente. Sebastian van den Boom. Alexander Bagara. Antonia Buraki. Hanling Wang. Nan Wang. Timothy Wellens. Marcus Wolf. Truyu Shi. Shan Shanju. Pallavi Yadav. Hui Young. Damir Yemagambatov. Ala Zaitouni. And Juling Hui. Please join me in congratulating the Masters in Finance class of 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Ralph Hammers, Chief Executive of ING Bank, as recipient of an honorary fellowship this year. ING Bank is one of the top 10 European banks, 54,000 employees, 38 million customers. It traces its origins back to the late 19th century, but despite its age, it is a remarkably innovative bank. In the 1990s, it created ING Direct, a new digital bank, and with the second wave of digital disruption hitting the finance sector in the last decade, ING has created bold new digital offerings, such as Yolt in the UK, a digital startup in the Philippines. It's also the biggest company in any sector to apply the principles of agile working across all of its head office activities. So who is Ralph Hammers? After a brief spell working as an accountant in Canada, he joined ING in 1991, working his way up as head of the Romanian, Dutch, and then Belgian operations before being appointed as CEO in 2013. A magazine interview at the time of his appointment said he prefers to listen rather than barking out orders or slamming his fist on the table. If anybody can restore the badly damaged image of bankers, it's him, the article went on to say. In his smart, tailor-made suit, he is a listener who asks himself key questions about the banking profession. Under his leadership, ING Bank has been a strong partner of London Business School. We worked with the company to create a hugely innovative program called Think Forward, an intervention for 4,000 of their executives in 40 countries around the world over a 2-year period, combining online as well as face-to-face learning. It has been a huge success, and it has won the silver medal for excellence in practice at last year's European Foundation for Management Development Awards. The Chairman and Dean will now confer the honorary fellowship upon Ralph Hammers.
By the authority of the governing body of London Business School, I have the honour to confer the title of Fellow on Ralph Hammers. Ralph.
Chairman, Dean, faculty, graduates, proud family members of these graduates. I can only think about this moment as a moment of gratitude. I thank you. I'd like to thank you, Julian, for your kind words. I'd like to thank the business school, the London Business School, for awarding me this honorary fellowship. I'm honored and I'm humbled by this. Why? Because when you set out a strategy for a large organization that leads to major transformation, you do it because you think it's the best for the company. You don't do it in order to get personal recognition out of it. And it's really our colleagues that are working on this, not myself. So I'm humbled by it. I'm also humbled by the fact that this is my first honorary fellowship, and it comes from one of the top schools in the world. And there's another first. I'm, for the first time, dressed up in a gown like this, because in Holland we do have academic tradition, but it's the academics who basically dress up. It's not the one who are honored that dress up. So it's the first as well. And it's really a still contrast with how we, in terms of how we dress at ING, have changed from a pinstripe suit to basically almost daily in chinos or in jeans with sneakers. And that is not just a dress code. It basically reflects the major change we're going through to go from a bank to what I call a technology company with a banking license. A major change we're going through that calls upon being flexible, being agile, and that's why we have introduced the agile way of working everywhere, in head office, but also in all of our operating companies. Why? Because the world around us is changing very quickly. And we have to change very quickly. And you can't think about change all the time, you just have to react with small steps and sometimes come to the conclusion that you have to kind of redo what you just did before. That's the agile way of working. Now, I've come here to thank you. I've come here also to give you a couple of my leadership lessons, things that you don't read in some of the books. And I know there's quite some leaders in the room already, but there's also some younger graduates here. I'll give you a couple of lessons that I took on while growing up in a company and becoming a leader. The first one is that make sure that you stay true to who you are. You have developed your own norms and values and your own ethical framework that you go by as a person. Make sure that you continue to go by that same framework as a leader in a professional life. You will be under immense pressure, but don't budge on this one. Stay true, be responsible, be accountable, be vulnerable. That will earn the respect and the trust of your followers and makes you a greater leader. But that trust goes both ways. So once you are a leader, trust your people. Give them room to work. Empower them. And that makes them make mistakes, which is okay if they only learn from it. That's important. Then you can give them a second chance as well. The third lesson is one that goes for everyone as well who works in whatever organization. Realize who you're working for. So it's the customer, the customer, the customer. And that customer can be defined as a different party depending on the organization that you're working for. Because if you don't know who you're working for, you will not be able to deliver on their expectations, let alone exceed them. The fourth lesson that I want to give is that you all have a great talent. You all have a God-given talent that you're here to give to others. And do it with full altruism. Make sure everybody benefits from your talent. Don't expect anything in return. Because if everybody has that attitude, you will get a lot in return anyway. And maybe the fifth lesson, although you may be graduating today, you're not stopping learning. You can learn every day from your superior, from people who report to you, from people who are sitting next to you. Keep an open mind to everything you see, because whatever is happening around you is changing so quickly that you have to change with that in order to make sure that you disrupt whatever you can disrupt in order to be successful, from whichever perspective. Once again, thank you very much, and to all the graduates, my sincere congratulations and all the best. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the name of the governing body, I have the honor to present the following graduates of the MBA program at London Business School. Ahmad Abushi. Mustafa Abdelhamid. Dolapo Adeyemi. Prachi Agrawal. Saba Ahmed. Arsia Ahuja. Ahmed El-Katan. Haitham Al-Safi. Sergio Alvarez Garcia Pinuela. Saeed Alwan. Erling Amble. Kennedel Amu Gottfried. Javiera del Carmen Amunategui. Bradford Mark Anderson. Tanmay Ajit Anashatre. Hernan Aragone. Caitlin Atal. Mariana Azcaraga. Fatia Junisa Azlika. Divya Surendra Babu. Shruti Badri. Seth Bayer Harsha. Sarah Bagby. Raul Baheti. Tony Baldoff. Asel Baltinova. Miguel Bandeira. Benjamin Banks. Neha Bansal. Madison Barefoot. Federico Bartolucci. Alexander Bate. Prakriti Batra. Ali Bebihani. Joshua Bell. Sarah Bertram. Julie Besson. Lavanya Venkata Janika Bahamiti. Akila Hakim. Rory Biscupi. Camilla Boyer. James Boyers. Fernanda Bravo de Rueda Hidalgo. Nina Brenner Helmond. Frederick Briance. Michelle Briffett. Thomas Brosens. Dennis Bruning. Tobias Buchanan. Catalina Cabral. Ibiasu Caetano. Rui Calvo. Carlos Camarena Gomez. Marc Canal. Anouk Canton. Enzo Casasola Medrano. Taylor Saihamol. Mihak Chada. Thatani Chamsa. Abbas Chamsadin. Chloe Chan. James Chance. Matthew Chapman. Pedro Enrique Chavez Consulin. Catherine Chu. Cassandra Ashley Chiang. Javier Chiquero. Stephen Junhyuk Choi. Tim Chong. Emmanuel Christinakis. Andrea Chu. Robert Clune. Mauricio Cuandro. Hugo Conceição Silva. Patricia Concepcion Garcia. Evan Connell. Valerie Constuni. Carlo Costa. Elizabeth Christiane Courtois. José Miguel Cruz Fernandez del Campo. Mario Fernando Cruz Galarza. Alexander Amin Arif Karimji. Neresa D'Souza. Nina Ruth Dagbiartson. Taolin Dai. Jorge Dancausa. Mafalda de Azeredo Perdigao. Camilo de Castro Niera. Chiara de la Flor Jufra. Filipa de Paula Machado. Bart DeTroyer. Brady Dearden. Stefano De Fabro. Alexander Del Olmo Irizar. Davanil Daria. Rishikat Kesh Dut. Magali Diaz Martinez. James Nicholas Diaz Sokolov. Nicola Dixon. Matthew Dixon. Amy Dobbin. Henrietta Downer. Daniel Downing. Samitra Dubey. Magdalena Duchak Shafiechkowska. Joshua Dunkavage. Stefano Dusnasco. Amit Einhorn. Simon Ellis. Lorenzo Javier Espinoza Fernandez. Pamela Carolina Espinoza. Julian Everard. Melanie Faxon. Pedro Febres. Jorge Fernandez Del Amo. Allison Fleder. Jonathan Flint. Samantha Foley. Francesco Furlani. Maria Gaither. Olga Gallon. Joao Garcia. David Garcia Casas. Akshay Garg. Nikhil Garg. Pratit Garg. Olson Garland. Benjamin Gerard. Andrew Gaydon. Steffi Mary George. Marios Georgiou. Theodoros Georgiou. Snorra Yerda. Mary Glover. Tomer Matten Goldstein. Danielle Gomez. Hugo Gonzalez Gonzalez. Roy Gortler. Christopher Gotianen. Yuha Go. Yanis Gutakis. Daniel Grabiner. Harry Green. Kevin Alejandro Groot. Joyce Gumala. Prana Gupta. Raul Gutierrez. Rafael Gutierrez Sanchez. Samuel Hackney. Robert Hay. Abraham Hajar. Orr Hart. Carter Houghton. Shannon Hales. Jie Yun He. Casper Hellberg. Julio Herrera Jenner. Rachel Hirsch. Bonnie Ho. Shuling Ho. Ellen Su. William Hughes. Lloyd Hutchings. John Elmore Hutchison. Hoa Nguyen. Alain Ely. Alessandro Juan Inderbitzen. Kelsey Ireland. Nir Israel. Anasuya Iyer. Bharatwaj Iyer. Matteo Izzi. David Jackson. Matthew Jackson. Priya Jagannath. Sorry. Taijin Zhang. Where is this guy? Ayush Chatia. Ahai Javeri. Vishal Jha. Adam Johnson. William Jones. Ramya Juwadi. Jas Karen Kalon. Diaz Kalazanov. Alexander Calvex. Nicole Camera. Taj Cyrus Julian Kamranpour. Rahul Kanodia. Ria Kapashi. Leo Kearney. Saboch Kachkameti. Matthias Maurice Keller. Tawipo Kernongvong. Nicholas Kirkman. Cheyenne Khalili. Nitish Khanna. Karen Keaton. James Kirkwood. Carl Cliver. Naomi Koster. Lakshmi Namratha Kothapali. Plamen Kovachev. Anand Krishnan. Irene Kudo. Amrita Kumar. Frederic Kuonen. Matteo Labaki. Diane Lamel Morera Sales. Douglas Lawson. Thomas Lemons Marambio. Alexis Jean-Joseph Le Montagnier. Alexis Jean-Joseph Le Montagnier. Injun Lee. Patrick Shangyuan Lei. Louise Leite. Davide Leonarduzzi. Trevor Lewis. Grace Shuling Lin. Yichen Lin. Christopher Link. John Lockard. Sheetal Lokesh. Alonso Lopez Nino de Riviera. Yating Luo. David McKeegan. Michelle Maglio. Neil Malani. Eliska Malikova. Leon Marshall. Hannah Marston. Ignacio Augusto Martinelli. David Martins. Charles McCoy. Lindsay McDaniel. Ramiro Medina. Catherine Melis. Mario Mendez. Antonios Mergos. Natia Mingvanish. Diego Miranda Hayen. Hannah Mirman. Carlos Mirpuri. Maxime Mishan. Yamini Misra. Akshat Mittal. Shivashri Mohapatra. Mariano Molina. Maria Filipa Morgado. Amanda Caro Roosevelt Morgan. Eva Mosayani. Nomfundo Twake Mputi. Federico Munoz. Christoph Alexander Mueller. Sarah Jane Mulryan. Camila Muratore. Claire Murphy. Bruno Stéphane Nakour. Makoto Nakada. Sho Namatame. Tarini Nayak. Hugh Newton Hill. Jasmine Nye. Tomoya Nishida. Tomohiko Nishiu. Thalita Nobrega. Joseph Nolte. Clive O'Sullivan. Junji Okawa. Javier Olea Arias. Alexander Orashov. Grace Santamour Ortalo. Enzo Ottens. Emirhan Ozkan. Andre Coutinho Nogueira. Ignacio Palacios. Ana Isabel Panizo Neri. Yanis Papadopoulos. Shrij Kamlesh Parekh. Molly Paris. Shukjun Park. Prajay Praful Patel. Antonia Pearson. Hilary Peltz. Brearley Pinn. Saigita Penumetsa. Melanie Pereira. Yiting Fua. Alejandro Posada Perez. Kevin Glenn Powers. Juliette Premerker. Laksh Puri. Duashu Chu. Ayesha Zara Naeem Qureshi. Kishav Rajam. Shabaz Rajwani. Niharika Rao. Luis Reginato. What's that your name? Elizabeth Reed. William Racing. Julie Renard. Pierre Nicolas Renson. Rodrigo Reynal Franco. Moses Richu. Douglas Riddle. Michael Roberts. Peter Roberts. Catherine Rodriguez Cuevas. Tomas Roggio. Jose Roig Fernandez. Leonardo Roque. Tom Ross. Emma Rovich. Leonardo Rosenthal. Pedro Rubio Solf. Felipe Ruiz. Luis Merinos. Swapnil Sadhu. Shuhei Saito. Alfredo Salcedo Alfaro. Nahi Saliba. Luis Sampao Neto. Beatriz Sanchez Fernandez. Laura San Miguel. Ivan Santamarina. Augustin de Montier. Michaela Sass. Machela Satheka. Karsten Schultz. Natalie Schober. Danielle Jose Sergio Sherwin. Mark Sver. Akash Shah. Dana Shaheen. Gautam Shankar. Omar Sharshar. Ryan Shea. Grace Shen. Masashi Shibata. Yusuke Shukuzawa. Yash Sidana. Valeria Siegelboim. Mayank Singhal. Advait Kumar Sinha. Kaylee Slade. Jeanette Eep Smerin. Bernardo Sobrera. Sang Wonson. Luis Otavio Souza Fonseca. Diana Spielman. Harriet Georgina Stibbard. Sherry Stolar. Renata Stuhlberger. Sriya Sundaresan. Adele Sung. Sanjay Surana. Wojciech Shimstak. Noriko Takagaki. Yohei Takayama. Sahiba Tandon. Yue Tang. Philippe Tardif. Chipok Teksamit. Si Liang Teo. Bettina Terhorst. Sarah Thomas. Leah Tuma. Eri Toyota. Kriti Tripathi. Kylie Trupiano. Serena Zuckerman. Daksha Vaid. Tommaso Ricardo Valli. Beatriz Vargas Urrutia. Claire Vassi. Raquel Valesco Sierra. Ashok Venkitaraman. Amrutha Venugopal. Karl Christoph Vetter. Patricia Vicinanza Sala. Jose Javier Villegas. Robert John Hugh Vincent. Loy Vo. Thomas Von Will. Bhavik Vora. Nanki Walia. Marco Wampula. Hai Wang. Robert Wiedemann. Michelle Wiles. Xavier Wisniewski. Mark Withington. John Witt. Jason Wong. Panasma Wong Bencharat. Christina Wright. Elsa Wu. Su Yang. Chen Yao. Jocelyn Ye. Gajan Yogeswaran. Catherine Yolanda. Yasuhide Yoshimura. Kaylin Joyce Young. Thanabodi Youngham. Alon Benyamin. Arturo Zabata Ohel. Alexander Borowski. Mung Sin Zhao. Mung Sin Zhao. Lu Yi Jung. Karen Zhu. Okay. Qian Zhu. Mariana Zona Villanustre. Giorgio Grivetto. So please join me in congratulating the MBA class of 2019.
I am sure that most, and hopefully all of my classmates will agree, that the past 11 months have been extraordinary. This is in large part thanks to the wonderful faculty here at London Business School. And so it is my great pleasure and honor to present this year's Masters in Finance Teaching Award to Professor Florent Vasvari. Professor Vasvari teaches the private equity and venture capital and distressed investing electives. In his lectures, we were not only taught, but also had a chance to experience what it's like to be investment professionals. Through comprehensive case studies and by hearing from distinguished guest speakers, Professor Vasvari's classes provided us with invaluable practical insights, which I'm sure many of us will continue to draw upon in our professional careers. Professor Vasvari's teaching style encourages independent thinking. He often asked thought-provoking questions which inspired lively debates in class, and these discussions led us to insightful answers with which we could not have come up on our own. The passion Professor Vasvari has for his work is clear in the way he teaches, and he manages to pass it on to his students. Many of us continue to reach for the textbook he co-authored, even months after the course has ended. After all, it might be the only book which uses quotes by Mother Teresa and Nelson Mandela to illustrate concepts in private equity. I asked my classmates what they enjoyed the most about Professor Vasvari's classes, and I think the comment which sums it up perfectly is that he always managed to keep everyone wide awake, even on those dreaded block week mornings. Please join me in congratulating Professor Florent Vasvari.
I could not be more honored to present the MBA Teaching Award to one of my favorite professors, personally, Dr. Michael Park. Alas, he is in the US with his family this week and can't accept the award in person, but fear not, he is tuned in on the YouTube live stream, I hear, and I have a message from him, if you'll allow me. I am terribly sorry I can't be there IRL, but in the spirit of our growing digital focus, I thought it would be great to accept the award virtually this year. That's right, I see some of you. Hi, Ben. Sarah, the caps aren't that bad. In all seriousness, I wanted to say how deeply grateful and honored I am to receive this award. It is by far what I'm most proud of professionally, and I cannot thank you students enough for how amazing, bright, and caring you truly are. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. LBS has the best MBA students in the world, full stop. Congratulations. So, a couple hundred remote family members, Michael Park and Big Brother are watching. Dr. Park's Leading Teams and Organizations course is one of the most popular courses on the MBA. It has the highest elective clearing price, top formal ratings, and a very hot secondary ad drop market. It's not just the course, though. It's Dr. Park himself, seen in the glowing informal reviews and the WhatsApp chats, with comments like, Park is very energetic and clearly loves what he teaches. Very engaging professor, does a lot of prep before each class, and it really shows in the quality of every lecture. To, seriously, what does Park have for breakfast? That Dr. Park is so personally well-liked should come as no surprise to anyone who took the course, because the course is, well, very personal. He learns everyone's name, most before the class begins, and he spends significant time on you leaning into your personal leadership style to be the best manager and, frankly, best self that you can be. His commitment to teaching is not limited to the course or the classroom, however. He's met with some of our 2019 entrepreneurs to talk leadership applications and startups. He's followed up outside the course to talk about teams and organizational contexts, both casually after class, somewhat more seriously at the Windsor, and assessing group dynamics very, very seriously as a tattoo judge. This year, when asked if he could share materials because the course was so oversubscribed, he took the time to put together a recap of the key takeaways for an oversubscribed extra lecture session. When Michelle Wiles asked what the MBAs could do in return, survey support, research support. He had no interest, just making sure that more people had more access. In short, I couldn't be more honored to present the award to a professor who has taken his commitment to teaching, to the MBA 2019 class, and the LBS community so personally. Thank you for all that you do, wherever you are, and congratulations.
I'm Carrie Fletcher, and I'm here to present on behalf of this year's Sloan class our teaching award to our adjunct professor of strategy and entrepreneurship, Jessica Spungen, who taught our core strategy class. Why do we choose Jessica for this award? Well, the truth is we were a little afraid not to. She's won it notoriously year after year, and if you know anything about Jessica, you know that she has exceedingly high standards for what is expected of one, and that you're meant to meet them. She holds you to those standards. In addition to clear expectation setting, though, Jessica brings countless unique qualities to the classroom. We're sure, for example, that she is the only professor who routinely logged at least 5,000 steps on her Fitbit every single class. This little-known tactic guarantees that everyone in the room pays attention, even those furthest in the back, because you never know when she will be coming up beside you or, more alarmingly, behind you. Jessica also changed the way we think about language. We have 60-some Sloans in the room who will never think the same thing when they hear the word bathtub. She provided endless useful tips and tricks about living in England, including helping American Sloans understand that in London one does not buy toilet roll in packages of 36. So we have, in fact, scraped by this year with 4 rolls at a time and avoided any toilet roll disasters. Whether we're talking who, what, how, or revisiting the crucial strategy lessons of Jerry Maguire, Jessica continually pushed our thinking and challenged our assumptions. Her overarching goal was not just that we understand the theoretical aspects of strategy, although there is plenty of that. Jessica was determined from day one that we become adept at applying those theories in real time to real business problems that help real companies and real people achieve strategic solutions. Her attention to our learning showed up in so many ways, from her willingness to engage with us inside and out of the classroom, to her very detailed feedback on our homework, so much feedback, all of which was appreciated by us. We know the Sloans are not always the easiest group to teach. It is a relatively senior set of people who are more accustomed to being in charge than being in the learner seat. We are not always accustomed to being tested and challenged at every turn. We occasionally have 1 or 2 who think they might know more than the person at the front of the room. Jessica was never daunted by the strong opinions of the Sloans. In fact, she seemed to thrive on it. So the bottom line is this. Jessica loves to teach, and she is a gifted instructor. She brings that passion to the classroom every day, and she helped us learn so much that we now use every day in our work. Jessica, we are so grateful to you for your intellectual drive, your energy, your curiosity, and most of all, your commitment to our further exploration and learning about the world of business and strategy. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, I'm delighted to introduce this year's 2019 honorary degree recipient, Mark Carney, our esteemed Governor of the Bank of England. An accomplished economist and banker, Mark has an academic track record from Harvard and Oxford University. But after 13 years with Goldman Sachs in London, Tokyo, and New York, Mark took on the post of Governor of the Bank of Canada in 2008, the youngest central bank governor amongst the G8 and the G20. In 2013, he was appointed as Governor of the Bank of England. And since then, We have been fortunate in the UK to have someone with his experience and personal qualities in this absolutely crucial role. He has had to deal with first managing the UK's banking system in the shadow of the financial crisis, and then, of course, with the implications of the Brexit vote. But his contributions have been not just to the UK. In addition to his international roles, he has taken the lead amongst central bankers in moves to combat climate change, and most recently, he has cleared the path for new digital currency providers. Within the bank, his manifest commitment to diversity has been inspirational. He set an ambitious target to achieve 35% female senior management by 2020 and is on track to meet that target with 32% achieved to date. The bank has long been part of the London Business School ecosystem, with connections at all levels, a laboratory for students' ideas, a partner of ours in faculty research, and with links to the senior management and the court, as the board of the bank is called. These relationships have continued to thrive under Mark's leadership. Thank you, Mark. Mark, we are delighted to award this degree to you today and invite you to join the London Business School family. You truly reflect the values of our school as a global citizen with a global perspective, having a profound impact on the way that the world does business and on the way business impacts the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Carney. By the authority of the governing body of London Business School, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Science in Economics, honoris causa.
It's not every day you get the governor to kneel, but taking a page out of my fellow honorees' advice, maybe a little more humility would be in order. So I should pick that up. Chair, Dean, proud parents, and I guess by this point board siblings, I'm absolutely thrilled to be part of your celebration. Yours, to the graduates, is a great achievement. Congratulations. You should be exceptionally proud. You're joining an alumni group today of over 40,000 who work in 150 countries. And it truly is an honor to be accepted into this highly diverse, highly accomplished community. And as my fellow honorees said, I don't have much to offer in return, except for a few words of advice. And let me start, since you're about to embark, and some of you embark again with the Sloan graduates on a path, that the road ahead will not be straight. I'll lean on John Lennon, who said that life is what happens when you're making other plans. And whenever I meet people I went to university with, whenever I meet them, they're often very surprised at where they've ended up. Now, whether they're pleased, whether they're happy with where they've ended up, depends on whether they've continued to pursue their interests, whether they've stayed true to their values, and whether they've given back to their communities. And this is especially important because the path that you're entering is into a world that is subject to some tectonic shifts. From the G7 to the G20 to the G0, from the third to the fourth industrial revolution, from environmental degradation to the prospect of preservation, and from diversity to inclusion. And I would say having the honor of witnessing this graduating class, it is fantastic to see how well LBS has embraced inclusion. The good news for you amongst that uncertainty is that there lies great opportunity. As business graduates, you have the opportunity to build not just the economic, but the social engines of our shared prosperity. And you're the ones who are going to determine how the world commercializes the fundamental breakthroughs that are happening in biotech, in energy tech, in fintech, and beyond. And you're the ones who will determine whether we maintain or even build the social capital for which shared prosperity depends. And that social capital consistent with the values of LBS and this country. Because social capital can't be taken for granted by commerce. It has to be built by people such as yourselves who are the future leaders of it. So when you go on to build your firms or rise through the ranks of other organizations, I'd suggest you try to remember 3 P's: purpose, partnership, and perspective. Remember that true purpose, including of business, must be grounded in the interests of clients, of society, and of humanity. And as John Kay has said, profit is no more the purpose of business than breathing is the purpose of living. Unfortunately, we live at times in a world of division, but partnerships in that world will bring breakthroughs. So select your teams wisely, recognize that while diversity is a reality, inclusion is a choice, and take it. And finally, maintain perspective. You will always, as LBS graduates, you will always marshal your facts, but you also will need to engage with people's intuitions, win their trust. You do so through empathy and through dialogue. The secret of success is to see things from other people's perspectives. And remember that when success comes, and I mean more success because you're already highly successful to be here today, try to remember as well the role of chance. It plays a role in all of our lives, and it brings with it responsibilities. After all, it was a very kind introduction, but it's entirely an accident of history that I am Governor of the Bank of England. Many are still wondering how it happened. I can assure you, don't worry, it's going to be over soon. But the reason I ended up here is because while I was working in the private sector, I found I really enjoyed the intersection of the private and public sectors. In part because of that, I'd accumulated just enough experience to go through the brass doors of the Bank of Canada. And because I learned from some exceptional individuals, from Tim Geithner to Christine Lagarde, about how to manage through crisis and pressure, the opportunity presented itself at the Bank of England. I was lucky. And this isn't just false modesty, it's false modesty with a point. That's good. Still paying attention, that's good. You're fortunate as well. You're fortunate to have studied at LBS. You're fortunate to have the amazing support that I've heard this morning through friends and family here and beyond, to have had teachers that we've just heard who've not just taught you, but who inspire you. But with that fortune comes responsibilities. Remember the role of chance and what comes with it. So from today, it's down to you. You will set the vision. You'll know what comes next. You'll need a plan. Like life's plan, that plan won't unfold seamlessly, but if you remember purpose, if you build partnerships, if you maintain perspective, you will live LBS's motto to change for business to have a profound impact on the world today. Thank you again for this great honor and your attention.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2019. Our time here as students at London Business School has been nothing short of transformational. In the classroom, we've had the privilege of learning under the wing of some of the world's leading academic thinkers. They've taught us the hard skills, such as finance and accounting, all the way to the softer skills of managing organizational change and negotiating agreements. In doing so, they've challenged our viewpoints and forced us to search for the root cause of a problem. They've impressed upon us the importance of evidence-based decision-making and intellectual rigor above just gut feelings. In doing so, we've moved beyond the traditional business frameworks and gained expertise in adapting to the rapidly changing business environment of today. In the professional realm, we've learned to take risks. Most here left jobs in search of a new professional path in life. Along the way, we've been reminded of the disheartening feeling of rejection, as well as the joyous success of acceptance that comes with the job application process. Some of us look to blaze a path via entrepreneurship. These aspiring businessmen and women have developed innovative products for managing online data privacy and upskilling the labor force, among others. Along the way, they came to appreciate the constant challenges that come with getting a new business venture off the ground. No matter the career development route, we've all come out of the process with a fresh understanding that finding our professional passions doesn't come easy. And only through perseverance and getting out of our comfort zones can we start to define what is truly important to us in our work. In our vibrant club ecosystem, we've learned how to lead. We've been taught the challenges of running an organization and executing on plan. We've elevated the importance of equality in the workforce as we organize some of Europe's largest business conferences on gender and LGBTQ+ equality. We've spearheaded new initiatives, raising awareness of the struggles that employees from the shop floor all the way up to the C-suite face in managing mental health. Across all these incredible student-led initiatives, we've experimented with our leadership styles and come away with a better understanding of our strengths in leading organizations. Now, while the academics, professional endeavors, and club activities have all been important, there's one thing that underpins the entire London Business School experience for every student in this room. It's our fellow classmates. So what is it that makes our fellow classmates so special relative to other business schools, and our connection to each other so strong? If you look around this room, you have students representing over 60 different countries, representing roughly 6 billion people. Within each person is a truly unique set of perspectives, each story different from the rest. We've all been shaped by the context of our communities scattered across every corner of the globe. For some, their stories were shaped by the tragic effects of civil wars and regional conflicts. For others, they've watched how corruption and political instability can destroy economic growth and opportunity. Despite the hundreds of different contexts from which we've come, we've all shared a common curiosity to hear these stories and understand how they've shaped each other's lives and the communities around us. We came to LBS as modern-day explorers with a desire to see things firsthand and derive our own understanding of how the world works. In my own case, I've been privileged to share a study group with students from Argentina, the Netherlands, Japan, England, and India, learning the distinct nuances of professional norms in each of these countries. Outside of the classroom, I've had an opportunity to talk business and politics with classmates from Mauritius, Lebanon, Greece, Brazil, and China, among dozens of others. Having spent the majority of my life living in the southeast of the United States before coming here, getting this degree of exposure to different cultures has been a truly life-changing experience. While our conversations over drinks haven't necessarily materialized into immediate solutions for the world's problems, it has had a profound impact on the way that we view problems. It has opened our eyes to the importance of understanding the perspectives of those around us. Some of today's leaders would have us believe that problems are black and white with no shades of gray in between. They'd have us ignore the details and read the headline because that's just easier. But 2 years at LBS has taught me exactly the opposite. Only through understanding every side of a problem can you truly work towards a solution in business and in life. In the details, you better understand the motivations of others and how you can come to a compromise that works for everyone. As LBS graduates, we share this understanding of the importance of different perspectives and also appreciate the common values that link everyone around the world together. We will head back to the workforce with a new view on how our decisions impact not just our local community, but the world. With this unique perspective comes the unique responsibility of an LBS graduate. Today's world faces some serious challenges that the business community must address. Inequality in the workplace can demotivate talented employees and stifle the benefits of a diverse workforce. Poverty and wealth inequality plague communities around the globe. And for the first time, we have a problem that affects every single person on Earth and requires a coordinated global response. Climate change threatens to destroy the precious ecosystems that make our planet the incredible place it is. Its effects are clear, undeniable, and if we stay on our current path, we risk ruining the one planet we have. Prior to LBS, we've often looked to political and business leaders for action. As graduates of this institution, we are now the generation of leaders that everyone is looking at to drive change. We stand uniquely positioned, having gained insight into the issues and opportunities around the world, to work together as representatives in the business communities of the billions of people that we represent, to ask the tough questions and make the difficult decisions that others won't. As we move away from LBS and into the world, our professional peers will look to us for leadership. This is an honorable and powerful position to be in, and one which we cannot take for granted. My time at LBS has taught me that one of the most valuable things in the success of a business is building a collaborative and inclusive environment. We all succeed when we help each other succeed. My time here has also taught me that out of every great challenge is an even greater opportunity. Class of 2019, I challenge you to leverage this global network we've built at LBS to collectively solve these major issues of our time and work with each other to innovate on a global scale. I challenge you to think not only what is best for you or your company, but what is best for the world. We are the next custodians of the global economy, and we have the opportunity to shape this world for the better or worse. Let's go change the world for the better. Thank you. Now, we shared an amazing time together at London Business School, but remember, our journey doesn't end here. It's only just beginning.
During my time at London Business School, what left the biggest impression on me was the people.
You're surrounded by so many like-minded people who challenge you constantly. You're doing what you love and at the same time having a great time.
I met some really bright minds that helped mentor me and some really great teachers.
One of the biggest things that I've learned is having the confidence to speak up and share your opinion and engage in the conversation.
I had the most diverse set of classmates. The breadth of experience, all this was profound and absolutely valuable for me.
Sitting in a classroom with 100 people from all over the world has really changed the way I think about international business and has really helped me to understand the viewpoints of people from different cultures.
The most valuable thing I've gained from London Business School would be opportunities. The doors have been opened because I graduated and was part of this amazing environment.
I am proud to be an LBS alumni because of that initial blink moment you have when you meet people. Oh, you went to LBS.
The LBS network has been instrumental in giving me guidance, for help. You reach out to someone and they make time and help out.
No matter where you go in the world, there's always someone you can relate to and speak to and connect with.
Very often I bump into people and we have this connection about having gone to London Business School, even though we were years apart.
I have truly met some of my best friends at LBS.
When you come back together again, there's something that you share, and after 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you never lose that.
No matter where we go in life, what career we end up at, what city, what region of the world we end up at, London Business School will always be a part of us.
I'm very proud to be an alumni of London Business School.
Congratulations once again, class of 2019.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, the closing words from your Dean.
Graduates, would you please stand? Dear governors, dear colleagues, this is what we do. Thank you for your many contributions in assembling and shaping the class of 2019. And graduates, hats off to your success. Thank you.